which other signings, though, do you think will have a major impact in 2022?
Yeah, so look, there's some really big names that are out on the market right now too, but it's just hard to figure out where some of these guys are going to go. There, like some names like Trevor Story still out in the free agent market. The shortstop position, it felt like this free agent market has just been so deep with all the games that have been out there. Corey Seager's already been signed by the Rangers. Carlos Correa is still out there too, but I think Trevor Story is going to be one of the bigger signings for a team this upcoming offseason. I don't feel like that we get enough look at Trevor Story because he's been on the Rockies for so long, but this guy is just so uber talented, has speed, has power, really good defensively in the middle of the field. That's going to be the biggest signing, I think, that's yet to be done.
A couple guys who are looked at as some Yankees free agent targets there. Garion, what do you think?
In terms of guys yet to sign, we still obviously got to see where Story goes. We got to see where Correa goes. In terms of guys who have already signed who could make a huge impact or should make a huge impact in teams that will at least be competitive for the playoffs. We already talked about the Mets and what they did with Max Scherzer. So you add Starling Marte, who I think kind of quietly, just because he was traded last season, it feels like he's traded every year or he's hurt. Like, he's really just one of the most inconsistent players for things kind of outside of his control, but he's coming off easily the best season of his career. And the Mets threw a lot of money at him to kind of stabilize the middle of their outfield. So if that goes well, along with the Scherzer stuff, again, I think the Mets, I feel like everyone's a contender in the National League East, but they have to be a serious threat. And then we talked about Robbie Ray, the guy the Jays threw a lot of money at to replace Robbie Ray, Kevin Gausman, who's probably going to start opening day for them. The Jays were a team that by Pythagorean wins were 99-63. It really does seem like they're going to be a threat, especially if they get some development from that nice young offensive core. So whether or not Gausman's sort of revival in San Francisco is real, and if he can translate that to Toronto, that's going to be one of the huge storylines in the American League.